As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
All this quiet makes me come more anxious.
Even the grave.
Now,
But not at the expense of my...
Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. tell is her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Nothing but trouble. Nice, juicy beasts.
Seems there's no room for argument here. I shall obey, but I won't pretend I'm happy about it.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity. I hope you... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortunes... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I... Many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search?
I suppose it goes without saying that our first step ought to be gathering information.
I quite agree.
What say we... gather some information. I can go... Due to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Twill take a better mind than mine. Solve this.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
Where's my coat? Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant... My prayers will surely be rewarded. The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. True faith must come from the spirit.
Medicine? Now!
myself.
No one's coming to my aid.
All this worry is giving me an achy back.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
Always night. And I only had to sleep. I'm ill at ease here.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
All this worry is giving me
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just life.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off here.
There's no telling what will happen if I linger here.
Malcolm's been really into it. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big...
Sharp resist.
Tell me, I haven't got any leaves. I ought to have a mouthful. You might want a dash of salt.
Crack a few skulls if you want to be top dog.
Fine place to ponder.
This place offers a view of the sea.
Say, weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near here?
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen?
Soon to be home. I feel no difference
Time to
between
be
waking
heading
and
home.
sleep.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'd wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
The other day, now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. It gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Wish 'twere always night. And I only had to sleep.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
I don't know what to do. What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Great... I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. And I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is for true. I'm sure you'll find the pretty... Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Well, take your time. You know where to find...
What say we gather some information? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
Guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Pray, do not impede me, sir.
Ho there! Fair.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern. But just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. Befell a Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
You don't need a permit, just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Suppose I'd best be heading home.
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
It's scarce afford to keep us fed these days. Is there aught I can assist you with? Please, sir. Please, sir. Don't tell nobody what I said about...
Wickedness has no hold.
I know so little of this world and of myself. A short repose would do me a world of good.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. I fear this trial is too much for one such as me.
My prayers will surely come true. Faith in his company's all
I welcome rumors of any... Tomorrow will be no different. Not my kind of place, this.
Where could Mel? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Should we head there now? It would save us having to make the trip again. I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here. How are we to fight with such worn-out gear?
Somehow my feet always carry me.
If I could, I'd never leave.
I'm just grateful I get to meet him.
This luck. They look sturdy enough to climb.
Is Matt exploring me up?
To make master? Make master? Make master?
Tis my duty.
Vaults, you...
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I've a terrible itch.
Can't wait for the new equipment.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed.
Please, sir, don't tell nobody. Please, sir.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been... You say? By my knowledge, they were sealed. I believe this is the place to... There is naught to be done, but let us make haste.
Ingredients are plentiful.
I wonder what it was, Malcolm.
Got to sell off what I can.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
Tis my duty to devote my life to
My
prayer
prayers will
and
surely
virtue.
be rewarded in heaven.
This is just another day.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
If I were your master, I'd not leave this unread.
Shall we take a closer look?
Hoya Risen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Well, take your time. You know where to find me.
Not of arses round here, with sticks lodged up 'em.
suppose I best earn my keep.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful. These should say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favour? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. They're hard to find, aren't they? Oh, I can't find a silver stone any. They're hard to find, aren't they?
Was I lacking in devotion? Where could Malcolm have gotten off to?
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming. But ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen.
Was I lacking in devotion?
It's just another day, same as the one before it.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Shall we report back now? Just where are these vaults exactly? Let us return to Sir Kendrick. Perchance he will know more. A person of import, I take it? Very well. I will lead the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
The fiend unknown is the most perilous.
Remain alert. and naught shall catch us by surprise. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
You would have me lead? Consider it done.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind.
It is no great shock to me.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. I grant you roaring flame.
Over here!
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
oh, but
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
'Tis as you say. Come, let me grant you wings.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
All the others made it. Why does mine look so empty?
What am I to do?
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
My body's not forgiving me for last night's scuffle.
Suppose I ought to know.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Dead on my feet.
Someone will
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you fared any better? Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
I quite agree.
know how to unlock it quickly, then you'll want to watch this. Essentially, what you need to do is the dragon attack once you drive off. You can also bubble your group with a short bubble. Both of those things really help control the battlefield. And the Mystic Spearhand role in the group is a mix of support and DPS. In the Mystic Spearhand role, know how to unlock it quickly, then you'll want to watch this. Essentially, what you need to do is the little town of Melv, once you
Max in our Dragon's Dogma 2 video, and today we're going to the main city. This is the quest that you need to be able to get the Dead Ringer. Talk to him, make sure that you hear him out, and he's going to give you the quest Ox Cart Curse. This is only during certain times of day. If to note that this is only during, just get on the back of the ox cart. It's important to note that this is only during certain times of day. If you can't get in the ox cart immediately, it's probably not the right time of day. There's a little sign. Once you're in Melv, there is going to be a dragon attacking it. Now, the quest that it's going to give you is to ward off the dragon. And for me, I sat there for 10 minutes fighting this dragon at this door here. You can follow it up, run through the city, and in the very back corner of the city, you'll find this building. It's got a big ladder on the top. It's a huge tower. It's on the very, very outskirts of the city. And if you climb up all the way to the top, you'll actually find on the very top floor a ballista. There might be some... You can hop on this ballista and actually aim it at the dragon. If it does get away, you will not get the Dead Ringer. That way you'll have a... If the dragon does get away, you will not get the Dead Ringer. And so I recommend saving at an inn before you do this, just in case the dragon does get away. That way you'll have a save point. 2 to 3 shots to kill this dragon. Here it's gonna do is you're gonna want to come down and loot the dragon. If you don't loot the dragon, you won't get the spear. But as you can see, immediately as we click it, there's the Dead Ringer looted from this dragon. One of the best weapons in the game. And you can get it within your first like 5 to 10 hours of playtime.
Such... I'm in fine fettle today. I'm surrounded by windows on all sides. Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work. All for it, to cut my teeth in a real battle.
Was I lacking in devotion?
I shan't use a rest with the likes of you. What did I ever do to you, eh?
I'm dead on my
That's your
I'm in fine.
Always the same.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
All my days were so tranquil.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little. While.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Oh, could use a rest.
Well, have you found some place I might say? Oh, to think such a place. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. Come along. Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
It is quiet about.
Only person I...
Now we must report to Captain Brandt. That's the way of things, is it not?
Maybe I'll keep right here.
It is clear you're not interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on guiding us there for now.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
But not at the expense of my...
Why is this not selling?
To try to enjoy it. Don't know a town till you've met its people.
Precious little time.
Look as long as you please.
Time to be heading home.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
The hours seem to fly when I'm here.
What should I get up to today?
We've come all this way, only to find ourselves unawaited. Perhaps our timing was awry.
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp, and set out again later.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
Wish I had someone to talk to.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Taking care of before the day's done. This place is lovely. I might stay on.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
I think this almost forgot why I came.
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
That thief Maester is a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent. Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once. So we've finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.